The boat sits in the garden. We can get it all loaded up with everything, and then on a moment's notice, jump in, drive down the road and in the water.
And where are we currently?
This beach doesn't have a name.
I mean, who wants to do a tent or a hut?
We have never ever shared a beach with anybody else. It just makes everything simple. Not only have a brilliant site for camping, you've got all your camping gear there, and there's nothing to organise. It's all organised. My name is Owen Springford.
Hello, my name is Chrissy Parker.
And we're on Lake Manapōuri near Stony Point.
Sort of earthy, sort of natural, that sort of copper. And I just picked up this piece, burnished copper, so it's got all of the different tonal stuff in it, and I loved it, and I thought, let's have the boat. That's the sort of colour that I wanted. Oz wanted boring blue, and I said, that's not happening.
Once you get into an amphibious boat, you'll never go back. I find that the two big problems of boating are launch and retrieval and anchoring and mooring. StabiX solves those two problems. When we're in Manapōuri, we can just drive from our house down to the lake. We don't have to deal with a trailer. And then, of course, the anchoring and mooring always can go wrong. There's only maybe 10 moorings in a place like Doubtful Sound. And that's got the most moorings of any of the fjords. You're very limited to where you can actually tie up for the night. In the weather, that's so changeable. If we're out on the beach, up and out of the water, nothing can go wrong really. We're going through what's called the eel trap. So the legend is that Maori used to use these features here to trap a lot of eels in the past. So.
And it can only be gone through
on a high lake.
Very high lake.
Under 2 metres. It's got that 2 metre alarm.
StabiX allows you to take life more slowly. Being amphibious means that you can beach hop instead of whizzing past things. Some people have surround sound, we have surround vision.
And you can change it all the time.
Yes, we're open to change. We do it frequently down.
We can do all those day things, but then we can avoid the problems of where to go at night, because there are no really safe moorings or anchoring places anywhere in Fiordland. So we'll find a nice beach, and it doesn't have to be very big, and we'll run up on that and batten down for the night. Pull the screens down to keep the sandflies out, and then we get to watch the tides come in and go out, and that's always fascinating. This is an exploring boat. We live in an incredible area.
And that extended roof just acts as, your caravan roof. It just means you can be a bit more luxurious with how you live and what you do.
The full roof allows us to have quite a big solar panel on. We've got a 160 watt solar panel. We can store a lot of gear on top. We have gone with the Anura S35 wheel system. It's all contained in this box here. Out down the box then gives us plenty of space to put our cooking and the food processing here. This is a 40 horse Briggs & Stratton petrol engine that takes the fuel from the main fuel tank. Here we have a little clothesline that we use for drying towels and underpants and any wet clothes. And everything up here is stuff that we want to get at in a hurry. When we set up for dry, flip these down, and then you've got very comfortable seats. It's all lined with marine carpet, so that stops problems like condensation. We can sleep there for as long as we're away, a couple of weeks.
Well, the whole boating thing is team, really. But particularly when you decide to land on a particular beach. Oz will come in slowly, I'll get the binocs out and look at the colour of the beaches.
See that the light coloured log. I'm just going to go to the right, the left of that one.
You know, you just build up a repertoire of knowledge on where it's better to land or not.
As a forester, I love being out in the forests, in the bush, and this is the biggest natural forest in New Zealand. A boat access is realistically the only way to get into. You can fly into some areas, but there's a lot of restrictions on that. You have to be pretty tough to climb all this stuff.
Sometimes it's annoying if you go somewhere and there are a lot of people around. It's not necessarily working with people, it's where the natural beauty is. And some parts are like a Pacific beach, the clarity of the water, and they are extraordinarily beautiful. I mean, who wants to do a tent or a hut, or how do you get to those sorts of things? This sort of ticks a lot of those boxes. StabiX does allow us to go further and further.